Unfortunately, I believe that this was a pre-planned pandemic. And the more information I find out about this virus, and the more I hear scientists talk about it, I think that this was a pre-planned pandemic. When they talk about how it was reverse engineered and about its genetic makeup. We've been locked down, and finally somebody has finally stepped up and said enough is enough in Michigan. But I've seen some people speak out in their videos regarding they were stuck in traffic. But unfortunately, I didn't believe the videos due to the fact that they didn't show the surroundings. They didn't show the people, who were actually at the protests. They kept the camera on their face, and they never even showed the protesters. Another thing that caught my attention was the videos that were claiming, the emergency workers that were claiming that they were stuck in traffic. It was quiet in their car. They were blowing their horn at the protest. That's all you heard was people blowing their horns. And the people shooting the video supposedly in their cars, stuck on their way to work. There was no horns, there was no sound, it was completely quiet. So I believe that that's just another form of their propaganda machine, because it was silent. I don't know if they were emergency workers, but the one thing I do know is they were not at that protest, and they were not stuck in traffic, because you could not hear a thing. And if you're stuck in traffic, show the people. Show the cars. I got this car in front of me and these cars surrounding me. I'm stuck. I can't get to work. They just kept it on their face. Why? Because they know they were not stuck in traffic. When I hear about Agenda, Event 201, you have Crimson Contagion, where they have everything. I mean, they have all type of centers. They plan every single possible scenario for a pandemic. And the more I find out about this, I'm starting to feel like I was a pandummy, because I've been studying and watching this stuff for 30 years. But the way they've pulled it off, I mean, it was definitely a calculated move. How Bill Gates, how he popped back up and he believes in depopulating the earth. But it's really sad, because who would ever believe that we'd be relying on Donald Trump, to save us as a Democrat. I am a Democrat, and I am so disappointed in them. And if you pay attention to the Democrats, they're on the front line of all the propaganda, just complaining and complaining. And it's not going to get better. They're going to continue to do what they're doing. This is all the Democrats. And it don't make a difference, because Joe Biden, he doesn't have a shot. Joe Biden doesn't have a shot to win at all. Only how and what's going to happen is he's going to pick a vice president that can carry him along the way. But the Democratic Party know that Joe Biden is absolutely weak. And as much intelligence as I think Donald Trump has, I think at one time he was a very intelligent man, but I think with age, there's been some change. And that's common. But the one thing I can tell you is they need someone that's going to be able to carry Joe Biden over the threshold, because he's lost. He's lost. I mean, he might, get up there and call Donald Trump some dog face, pony riding, who knows? but he's lost. And I've heard, that he's been, a little touchy-feely again. And I don't think old Joe can control that. I just think, he's just used to touching people like that, unfortunately. But I just wish the Democratic Party would get it together and stop with this, because I'm pretty sure they're going to increase these deaths of the coronavirus probably to 40 and 50,000 by May 1st to keep us locked down. Because as we're locked down, they continue on with their agenda, and they're trying and they're working against Donald Trump, the Democratic Party, and the deep state. And after he was acquitted from his, I forgot what it's called right now, but he really is, he's getting stronger. Donald Trump is just winning. And the Democrats really don't know what to do, and they can't stop him. They cannot stop him. But really, we're in a bad time right now. I just want to say thank you for Michigan and those who stand up for the American people. Because honestly, it's far worse, shutting down the economy than the coronavirus. Because small businesses, people took to build those businesses. And then just to watch them in days just, go away. Now you're on the unemployment line. You was financially secure. Now you're not. Now you have to wait for the government. Whenever you have to wait for a government, whenever you are waiting for the government to help you, you've already lost. Let's get this lockdown over and let's move on with our life. Because the longer we stay locked down, the worse it's going to get for us. And honestly, I believe that's what the Democratic Party want. The Democratic Party is not what they used to be. I think it's a lot of Republicans who are now on the Democratic Party. But I must give Donald Trump credit. He's winning. And they fear him. But let's get this lockdown over. And if someone dies of the coronavirus, put the coronavirus. If it's pneumonia and other stuff, no, don't put the coronavirus. Put the coronavirus for those who die of the coronavirus, rather than manipulating the numbers to keep us locked down.